Hello and welcome. My name's Beck and you're watching Beck's Crafty Nook. Today I've got a different video for you. I've been a little slack on the uploads with the cyclone going on, but I have 2 videos in the makes, but they're not ready yet. However, TikTok messaged me and said, we'll give you $4 if you go live. So I went live today after the school drop-off. Excuse me, spitting. And I've just lightly edited it so that I could put the photos in about what I was talking about. So enjoy, and you'll probably get another one of these tomorrow because I've got to go live. Okay, I'm back. I was so rudely interrupted by the dogs barking. So yes, TikTok says I'll give you $4 for each live, which you only get half of. So I tried it out today. They gave me $4. Ooh, less than half. Oh, a bit more than half. And I got $2.50. Yeah, a little bit more than half. Yes. And if you do the 3 days in a row, you get $25. If you invite somebody else, you get $15. Somebody invited me, but I can only go live at certain times and I'm not going to get disturbed or whatever. So, yes. Enjoy. Tell me what you think and I'll see you tomorrow. One more thing. There's a bit of audio that goes funny at the end because I turn on my car and the car connects, and so the audio is a bit weird, but it comes back to normal. So please persevere through that if you can. Okay, bye. Hi friends. TikTok told me they'd give me $4 if I go live for 10 minutes. So here we are. I am making the African flower crochet spider. So I'm making all my excuse me, all my pieces. So I got the pattern from Etsy, and we've got a few different shapes. So we have a pentagon. I've got to make 16 of these for the legs, so that's what we're doing. I've started one. Then we had to make 2 octagons for his head. So his eyeballs will go there, and then you put 2 of those together. That's going to be his head. So we've got 2 of those already. Then I had to make 2 squares. Do you like the colors? I've got glitter. I've got glitter brown, which is a sheeples. We've got white, mint, glitter again, and then I think this is either apricot or peach. Okay. Oh, so yeah, I had to do 2 squares. So we're doing some more pentagons. Okay, so this is my first TikTok live. I don't know, does TikTok save the lives or does it just disappear? Okay, next color I need is the mint. So yeah, I'm just going to do like 20 minutes because I just did the school drop off. So I'm in my car crocheting. I always bring a project and we always come early so you can get a park. Otherwise you're not going to get a park when you're doing school drop-off. And yes, now I'm in the car park, in the car, talking to myself. So if you'd like to say something in the chat, I will talk back to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 7, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm making a spider. And so I have a YouTube channel if you want to check it out. It's called Beck's Crafty Nook. And so when I make this spider, I'm going to do a pattern review. I've been really liking the pattern reviews. They're doing well for views as well on my YouTube channel, which is good. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers on YouTube, so please, if you'd like to help me out, please go to YouTube, Beck's Crafty Nook, and just to subscribe, please. I'm up to 140 and I've gained the 40 subscribers. Hello, Haley. I've gained the 40 subscribers this month, so I'm really proud of myself. So is anybody else a crocheter who's joining? Ooh, I'm gonna get in trouble because I have to count. Yeah, so these African, what are they called? African granny squares? African flower granny squares are really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As in, like, easy to do the different shapes. All you have to do is different groupings in the middle. So like for the, like however many sides. So for the square you do, you need 4 sides. And for the octagon you need 8. And for these ones you need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then all the rest of the repeats are just easy. It's like doing a mandala. Thank you, Hayley. That's really nice of you to say. Are you a crocheter, Hayley? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, yeah. Okay, so then, yeah, I don't know if I already said this, but when I finish this spider, I'll do a pattern review. But so far, the pattern's pretty good. It's got lots of... Oh, you're not a crocheter. You've just stumbled upon me. I used to do lives like in the beginning before I sort of got into YouTube a bit more. I was doing live on Twitch and I had someone comment on there. I had like 1 comment and like 1 viewer. And he was like, this is totally not my thing, but good for you. You're doing a good job. It's like, thank you. And then he left. But yeah, I like watching other people's process, even if I don't do the craft. It's fun to watch people do their art. And so I like to do my granny squares where I like completely finish it off and then join the next color. I learned that from TL Yarn Crafts. See, then we're starting to get a pentagon. So the next color, get watery eyes. The next color is sparkles. Thank you, Hayley. So the sparkles came from Big W. I'm a sucker for sparkle yarn. It's just the best. Like, who doesn't love glitter? Okay. Oh yeah, I don't need to count. The next row. Okay, bye Hayley. Thank you for joining. Yeah, the next row I have to count again. Yes. So yeah, African flower is pretty easy. And I also did an African flower square. I was supposed to be doing a series on my YouTube called Granny Square Sunday, which I kind of stole but didn't steal the idea. I stole the idea from Tammy Crafty Mompreneur, but I did my own spin on it. Okay, so it was only, you know, like that meme where they have 2 Ed Sheerans and they're like, you can copy my homework but don't make it obvious. So that's what I did. And so yeah, I was doing, like, I was all keen for the series and the first video went okay. And I went to make the second lot of squares and I did that and I filmed the whole thing. And then I was like, that's not how I actually want to make the video. The video is really just more talking and then showing what pattern I used and stuff like that. And then I didn't want to make the video because I was like, I wasted all my time filming something I didn't even need to film. So, yep. So these are all the yarns I had for that. I don't know if I've got the squares in here because I'll show you. Yeah, I do. So this is the actual square I made. So this is the African flower granny square. But, so like, we did a square here where we just did the 4. But with this one, you've actually got, it's like making a circle and then they square it out at the end. So yeah, there's so many different ways to use it. And there's so many different animals you can make out of the, you know, out of these different shapes. And so I saw something on Pinterest, which was like, these little mice, they're so cute. And there isn't an actual pattern for them. Like there's a website, but It's in Russian, or it's either Russian or what's it called? I want to say Uruguay. It's not Uruguay. Oh my god. What? Ukraine. It's either Russian or Ukrainian. Do they have similar language? It looks like Russian written down. So anyway, yeah, there's not really a pattern. There's just a graph of how to do these different shapes. And then a picture of the finished thing. So now that I've started this pattern, I reckon I could do the mice as well. There's also like a giant tarantula that you can do. This is just a little bitty one. I wish I had a photo that I could show you, but currently using my phone. So, okay, and then the next color I need is the peach. I can't remember if this is peach or apricot. Hi, Emma. How are you doing today? Okay, so this is where I need to count because I've got to put 2 in one spot. So I've got to do 4 single crochet and another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get this done today. But I've got to go after I finish this live. So I've just said I'm only going to be on for 20 minutes. And it's because TikTok said, we'll pay you $4 if you go live. So, yes, I'm going to be on here for 20 minutes, collect my $4. And then I've got to go to the shops. And for this pattern, when you stuff it, because the square is like holy, there's little holes here, it said to get some stockings or pantyhose, and that way your stuffing isn't gonna peek through the holes. So I'm gonna go get some skin colored stuffing. For the darker spiders, you can use the darker stuffing. So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna try not to make a mistake if I'm talking while I'm crocheting. So what's everybody else doing today? I just dropped off my kids, so freedom. Oh, is anyone here from Queensland? How did you go with Cyclone Alfred? If you guys look at my profile, you'll see how I went. I was very, very lucky. I'm on the Gold Coast. We did not lose power. How good is that? So, so lucky. And we only lost internet for 6 hours. And that was excruciating. So, first world problems. So, yeah, that was good. And I've got banana trees, so I was really scared that the banana trees were going to fall down, but they didn't. So, definitely winning, but very, very strange to get a cyclone on the Gold Coast. The poor beaches are just wrecked. Surfers Paradise is a sheer drop-off. And I had friends who had her family visiting from Korea, and so she couldn't take them anywhere because it was all flooding and there was no beach left and stuff, so pretty full on. I was going to say something about that. Can't remember. Okay, this pentagon is nearly finished. We have done, this will be number 3 of 16. So I reckon they take me about 15 minutes. Oh yeah, I was going to say, I've been through a few things. So in 2009, we went through the swine flu pandemic. I got swine flu. I was very, very sick. And I was living in Ipswich, so the doctors are terrible. And yeah, I was flat in bed for 3 weeks straight. I should have gone to the hospital, but I couldn't because I was so sick. So anyway, I survived that. And then 2011, we had floods in Ipswich, and we got through that. That was relatively painless too. I was at my parents' house, and they're on the top of a hill. So we just got flooded in. That's another one done. Number 3. Let's do one more and then I've got to get going. Got to go to the shops and get my pantyhose. But I'm coming on live again tomorrow because I've got to do 3 days in a row. I'll get $4 for the 3 lives. And apparently if I do the 3, then I'll get $25. Woo! So, where were we up to? We did swine flu pandemic, where I got swine flu. 2011 floods in Ipswich. What was after that? And then we had COVID pandemic. Got through that. I got COVID. And I did get vaccinated because I wanted to get a job where lots of people were leaving because they didn't want to get vaccinated. And that particular job, it was in childcare. And that job, like the centre was so good that nobody ever left. So I was like, right, I'm going to get vaccinated and I'll get in. And so, yeah, I stayed for 3 years at that centre. But I recently just quit my job because I couldn't take it a second longer. I'm really into inclusion stuff because my daughter has autism. So, yeah, I was doing all that, but we just have so many children in each classroom that have additional needs and it all becomes very overwhelming. And, you know, I've got lots of experience in additional needs, but it's like, you know, a lot of parents just think that they're going to send their child to a therapist for 1 hour once a week and that's going to fix everything. But in reality, you need to do all the work yourself. So you go to the therapist, you learn what to do, and then you perform the therapy, pretty much. And I just found that parents aren't really willing to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, don't weigh too many. Sorry, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it was just very overwhelming and you're trying to keep other children in the classroom safe, while dealing with emotional outbursts and stuff. And when you're an educator, early childcare, early years, you are legally liable for anything that happens. So yeah, I just didn't want to be, it's just not worth it. The pay is not worth it to be prosecuted legally for anything that could go wrong. And usually, like, you'll get prosecuted individually. You could get fined individually, and then the centre will get fined. And whoever was in charge, whoever is the director, can be criminally prosecuted as well. So it's a very high risk job in that sense, even though you're doing the best you can, like accidents and things can happen. It's high risk for low pay. Like, you're getting $30 an hour. It's ridiculous. But if I was a support worker, I could be getting $50 an hour. So anyway, quit the job. And actually, I might be getting 2 days back, which would be, as in they're giving me 2 days work again at the same centre. But it's going to be like very low risk. And I kind of needed to quit my job to get what I wanted. So if I had gone to my boss and said, hey, you know, I just want to do 5 hours a day, no lunch break, so I can pick up my kids and drop them off, you know, pick up my kids from school and drop them off every day, they would have been like, no, we can't do that. We don't have that position. And then after I quit, they're like, you know, oh, we've got a position. That's exactly what you want. But I can guarantee they would not have given that to me if I had have asked for it. But now that I've quit, they're like, you know, they realize that they need you, not you need them. And you sort of got nothing to lose. So they're, you know, want to negotiate a bit more. So anyway, I'm just waiting on that. It's going to be an inclusion support position. So it'll be good. That's what I like to do. All that kind of thing. So, yeah, it'll be doing what I want to do, but the hours I want to do, and it's going to be lower risk because I'm just doing 9 till 2. As in, like, I don't have to supervise the children out in the yard, which is a little more high risk. When you've got things like the grass could be too hot, or, you know, that particular centre gets snakes, in the yard, all that sort of thing. I won't have to worry about any of that really. So yeah, I quit my job, and at the moment I make a TikTok every single day. I craft every single day. I like lots of different crafts, but at the moment it's mostly crochet. I go to a market once a week, a local market. It hasn't been on for the last few weeks because of the cyclone and flooding and that. I messaged them this morning. I might have messaged a little too early. It could have been a bit inappropriate. I'm not sure. But I kind of, you know, most people would have their phone on silent unless you're a little bit older. Maybe. I mean, maybe that's not a nice thing to say. I don't know. But, or like I have a friend who she has to have her phone not on silent because there's a medical alert that goes to her phone. But other than that, most people have their phone on silent and then they get to the messages when they get to them. But anyway, yeah, so I messaged early this morning. I'm like, it's Beck, the crochet lady, in case you don't know who I am, even though I've been there 7 times. Is the market on or not? Because they haven't posted anything on their social media, and they only like let the vendors know that it wasn't on with the social media post. So anyway, I was like, if it's on, can you just send me an invoice? So I have actually a custom order that I'm doing that I really need to get done before Sunday if I am going. But I'm kind of procrastinating because it's a little bit difficult. I'm making a plushie horse. And it's like a memento of a horse that passed away. Excuse me. And that's all good, but the color changes have been tricky because the pattern doesn't sort of say what parts are what. Like it doesn't say you're working on the back of the horse or the side of the horse or wherever it is, because the actual pattern is for a unicorn and it's supposed to be using all the same color. So getting the color changes right for this particular horse so it looks like their horse has been challenging. And I've just got the head to do, so like I got the feet done, I got the body done. But yeah, I'm wanting to do some color changes on the horse, but like it's got the nose, but as the head gets bigger here, I've got to sort of write it down because I've got to get a white spot here. I've sort of got to write it down to know where the increases are going to be so I can get the colors right. So hopefully they'll write back and say the market's not on. Then I don't have to do it for another week. Otherwise I'll do it. I mean, I really want to finish the spider today, so I might do it tonight or tomorrow. Yeah. So, yep. All right. I'm going to finish this block and then I've got to get going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 7. So what's everybody else doing today? Anything exciting? Anyone else have a YouTube channel that I can check out or anything like that? If you'd like to see my YouTube channel, it's called Beck's Crafty Nook. I'd really appreciate a subscribe so I can get to 500 subscribers and then I can get monetized because I'm kind of not really working yet. And my poor partner is having to pay for everything. But that's kind of okay because he earns like 3 times as much as me. So, oh yeah, I keep getting people message me saying that they want to give me money. And then I give them my pay ID and they don't give me any money. Is that a scam? What's with that? Does anybody else get that? Ooh, what have I got to do next? Sparkles. You know, if anyone wants to donate to me, that's okay. I'll let them. I'm the same, like, you know, when I'm mega rich, I'd prefer to donate to an actual person than give money to charities. And I understand that charities need to pay admin costs and all that sort of thing. But I think they get to the point where a lot of the money goes to the admin and all that jazz and marketing instead of just going directly to the person. So yeah, if I had more money, I'd rather just give directly to somebody in need. And I guess it's probably hard to find people in need, you know, without connecting to a charity. So, yeah, I don't know. And I've got lots of messages for sugar daddies, which I don't want to do that. You just donate money. That's it. I will spend it on yarn and household things that need to get paid. But yeah, it'd be good to get monetized on YouTube. However, actually, you know, even if I get to 500 subscribers, I really need the watch time as well. My watch time isn't really up there. The views are going okay. I think in comparison to like how many subs I have to how many views, I think it's going pretty well. I've seen much larger channels who get similar views to me. Like I've seen 30,000 subscriber channels who get, you know, just 1,000 views or something. I've been getting about between 10 and a really good viewing on my videos is 500. But the thing too is, like, I've been posting every single day on YouTube except for the last week because of the cyclone and everyone's been home. And I'm up to 140 subscribers. But my TikTok is 600 subscribers, also just posting something short every single day. But I did hear, like, I'm doing this because you get like a set monetary amount. It's not a lot, but I mean, $20 is $20, isn't it? Or $4 is $4. But yeah, I heard like if you get the gifts and stuff on TikTok, you only get to keep like 20% or something really low. And yeah, I thought you had to have 10,000 subscribers before you could accept any of the gifts or stickers on your live. But then yeah, I got this notification saying we'll pay you $4 to go live. I mean, if that continued, I'd be happy to go live every day. Get my $4 every day. It'd be good if it was like $4 every time you went live. Like, that'd be fine too. Something's better than nothing. Alright friends, we're on our last round and then I've got to go buy some pantyhose. But yeah, you'll see me tomorrow and you can check out the progress on the spider. I would say it will probably be finished. And I'll be on to another project and I'll be able to show you the finished spider. Oh yes, so we have to count for this one. We've got to do 4, 3. I'm just going to turn my car on because it's a little bit hot in here. Get my air conditioning on. Hopefully that's not annoying, the sound or anything. Okay, 4. And then we've got to put another one in there. Yeah, and then as soon as the spiders do the video, I'm working on another video today, which I started yesterday, which was I'm using my Centro machine to make ear warmers. And I do a series, which is Will It Market? And so I find out how much does it cost in yarn, how long does it take, so how much does it cost in time, and do I think it's worth it to make them for market, so you're going to make a profit type thing. So I'm working on that. I'm also working on another video, everything I made during Cyclone Alfred, which I made a blanket. If you look in my profile, I've got like, my last post was a little advertisement for the written pattern, but there is a full free tutorial on my YouTube to make that blanket. It's corner to corner crochet, very easy. It's with the Red Heart Granny Square yarn. Oh, that's a weird sound. Oh, that's me. Okay, I'm like, what's going on? My car said I had a phone call. I'm like, oh my god. But it's just this audio going through the phone. Can everybody hear me? I guess you can because someone replied to me before. I didn't even check that. I don't even know if this will save when I'm finished. I'm guessing not. Does anybody know? Is anybody out there? Yes, so I finished that corner to corner blanket. I was like, man, while I'm at home and I don't have to do school drop off, you lose like 3 hours in the school drop off. And so yeah, after school drop off, I always just go to the shops, get what I need, and then I'm home. And then you got to leave early again so you can get your spot in the car park. It's been a little bit quiet since Cyclone Alfred though, because the kids only had Thursday, Friday at school, yesterday and today. We were lucky, I'll tangle up. We were lucky that their school didn't flood. There wasn't any major damage. There's a childcare centre next to this school though, and their little flag is in the bushes, so it blew away. So yes, fun times. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what else to talk about. But I'm so close to finishing, and then we will have 4 squares done. And I got to do 16. But I'm pretty sure I could do that within a day. I got 5 hours. We can make this happen. So I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm also taking a little video of this, so we'll have a video on my profile of me making the spider. Also got a snake I got to finish and do that pattern review. But I couldn't help myself. I don't know. I just get ideas and I have to follow through on them. And today's idea, when I could not sleep, was buy a spider pattern. I wanted to do it for a while. Boom. Done. We did it. Go give a little stretchy. It's a little bit curly because I did not turn each row. But the pattern sort of says to do that because it's going to be a 3D object. So these are going to be the legs, and so you fold them in half like this. Put all the ends in there. And then you do 2 of those. Let's see if I can show you. There's one. Let's just stab that to hold it together. Just show you this before I go. And it's like this. Can you see? That'll be a leg. Yeah? Seeing it? Seeing the spider? Okay, so that's your sneak peek. Gotta go get some pantyhose. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. See you tomorrow.